I'm Catherine, the creator of Shia and the Jetsons Community Preservation of the Promised Land. This is part two of why America's so scary selling wolf tickets and stuff. You supposed to be this big bad powerhouse. Remember why you ain't going into Ukraine and help take out poo poo? Why you? Because you can't. Because you can't. It's over. Oh, look at this.
Is anyone coming?
Okay, this is the Ukraine. They all getting bombed up by Putin. Now, this is the American press that's going in to show what's going on. But you said that if Putin even looks at Ukraine, y'all was going to go and help Ukraine. But Putin not only is looking at Ukraine, but this nigga got everything about, I mean, damn, he got everything in Ukraine.
Okay.
Damn. Look at that. Boom. Putin ain't playing with y'all. He not playing with y'all. Y'all, you see, y'all said that you was gonna do something to Putin, and now Putin done called y'all bluff, and now y'all just look at.
Move.
Take cover. Take cover. See that girl running with her little dog. Yeah. These is all Jewish people that was okay. That was about that life before. You see, I thought you. Why? What you running for? You supposed to stay and hold the fort. Remember, you're supposed to hold the fort. Make sure you don't crumble. But see, these is all Hillary Clinton people coming up out of their house, running up out their house now. See? Okay, so let me see. See some more desperates. Some more desperate
Fighting
people.
rages on. Ukraine says the next round of talks with Russia will be held tomorrow. Let's get the latest on the ground this morning in Ukraine. ABC's Matt Gutman joins us once again from Lviv. Matt, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Whit. You mentioned those possible talks. They come as Ukrainian authorities are saying that Russia has already broken 2 humanitarian ceasefires in that key city of Mariupol. The latest one just this morning. It was an opportunity to try to get civilians out. That as Vladimir Putin is basically threatening the very existence of the Ukrainian state, saying he could continue to target civilian infrastructure, roads, power, water, internet, and U.S. officials are saying that these kinds of attacks are only going to increase.
Okay, he just said it. They are only going to decrease, increase. I mean, that the attacks from Putin are going to increase. That's what the Americans just said. ABC News, the same one that told Oprah, Whoopi Goldberg, to go and reflect on her history. So the same ones that told Whoopi to get off her show, because technically it's her show, it's her land. If she reflected, they all would have to leave her show and hand her the deed. If Whoopi reflected on her history that they told her to reflect on, they got to hand her the deed. They got to go bye-bye. But so the same ones that's making this video, this news video, is now worried about them getting attacked, because I thought they were supposed to be this big bad. I thought you said that if Putin was to come into Ukraine and bomb people, you was going to go and help. See, now, they were supposed to help. What happened? Because you see, you can't help. Just like you can't give reparations. You have to just sit there. All you Jewish people, y'all have to sit there. And you got to sit, and you got to wait for us to come to you. Yeah, because see, Putin already coming to you. See, he coming to you. He already came to you, and he came with them bombs. And then when and it's really funny how these Africans is worried. Oh, they treating us bad, and they treating us bad. No. Putin never told them Africans to leave. In fact, Putin told the Africans to kill the white people. You better watch my Patreon channel where I show Putin. They don't tell you what Putin says in English. They don't translate it. They don't want you to know what he's saying. He telling the Africans, you don't need the West you don't need the West to help you with your resources, and it's your land. You have your own resources. You don't need the West. He was telling the Africans to kill the white people that's in Africa. That's why they don't want you to know what Putin is saying, and they only translate the shit only what the Ukrainian president is saying. And the Ukrainian president is saying, now he's saying this, well, we should just hold hands and sing Kumbaya. So he's underground with his people singing, we should just all hold hands, and that we're basically saying that they're all going to die and they need to all hold hands while they're dying. This is what the Ukrainian president is saying in his little thing, in his little hut. He's saying that they need to hold hands and pray because they just found out that America is not coming to their rescue. Why? Because that boom boom took them down. Yeah, it made half of them quit because half of them got scared, like, I'm not taking that. And then the ones that did, they died. So they don't have no military. They barely got a police department. They don't even have a police department. So because they was defunded, and this was all by design, they supposed to be, and so now ABC News that told Whoopi to reflect, now they have to reflect on where they're going to live next because Putin coming for their ass.
This morning, those pleas for help from the key port city of Mariupol, the scene of a ferocious Russian onslaught, and for the second consecutive day, an attempt at a ceasefire just 2 hours long to allow civilians to flee. The toll of war in that city, unimaginable. Little Kirill, just 18 months old, hit by shrapnel.
Okay, yeah, fuck that. What I'm saying is that they want to show the most, yeah, well, that's war. When you start so much fucking shit, I mean, obviously somebody gonna get hurt. If you the one that been starting all this war for 200 years on black people, I'm talking about on Israel, because see, they're the ones that moved the black people out of Israel. The Ukraine and America is the one that moved all the black people out of Israel. So when they talk about the first shall be last and last shall be first, who's getting it first? Jewish people, they getting it first from their big brother, Putin. Putin is their big brother. Like I told you before, Putin is their big brother, and Putin have to execute them and then take them back where they come from. Because like I told you, if you was not here prior to 1619, meaning that if you white and you was not here in Israel prior to 1619, you got to go. That's why Putin said, we're not telling the Africans to leave. We telling the white people they got to get up out of Ukraine, because the people that's in Ukraine are Germans, and that's not their homeland. Their homeland is in Helsinki, Russia. And Putin is pushing them back in Poland to get them there, to get all the white people in Poland to nuke them there. So they want them out of the Ukraine because that's basically Rome, Italy, and all that. That's all North Africa. Just know that North Africa is Rome, Italy, Crimea, all that. That's all African. That's why they call it the motherland. So basically, he's pushing out all the white people out. But the stupid damn Nigerians is trying to get on the death bus with them. Why aren't you going on the death train with these white people going to Poland? Well, I want to go with them because it's bombing. No, you have to go inland in Poland, inland in Ukraine. Where is black people at? Because the further down you go into Ukraine, or into Ukraine, you go the blacker it gets, the more you know what I'm saying. It's black people there. They supposed to stay in inland in Ukraine, not where it's bombing in the government areas where it's at. You're not supposed to stay there. These Africans got scared. A lot of them stayed. A lot of these Africans did not move. They already know. Like, what the fuck? That ain't got nothing to do with me. Putin ain't, he not after, Putin is after the worst of the worst. Just like Hitler. He's after the worst of the worst. And so that's what's going on. And when they talk about that black people got to smoke crack, because like I said, like for instance, like they're dying. See, they're dying and their days it's not even out. They got hours. They don't even have day, they got hours now. Because when we talk about the Russians, they're already here. Remember those fires that happened in California? They were bombing Russian people out of there because that's where they were living at. The Russian people, Putin people living in, okay. Well, they're everywhere now, whatever. It's like checkmate on them because it's nowhere for white people to run. It's like the Russians is still there. You got China in here, you got Russia, you got you got Arabs here, and it's all their enemies here. So of course they're going to be mad at us because real reparations is their death. Like I've been telling you, real reparations is the white man's death. So they can't technically say to you reparations when we are going to end up chasing them down the street, like at the end of this year or next year. Like so, it's around that time. That's pretty quick because when Putin gets here, then of course he's going to announce who he got to kill and who he ain't. You know what I'm saying? So because it's always like that. You need to watch the movie this Russian movie. They always announce who they're after. They don't just kill. They don't come into your country and just be killed. They know they go straight and they let you know who they're killing. They'll let you know we're not here for you white because you have to look at what Putin said. He told the Africans to go kill white people. So obviously he's finna come and tell us that. So what's gonna happen is it's gonna be, and now you might say, Kathy, where do you see that at? Where do you see that? It's like, well, you got to go to my Patreon channel. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can only tell you this, but I can show you on my Patreon. Okay, Putin and Boxer Roy Jones are best friends. I sent Boxer Roy Jones the promised land to Putin. So I'm just okay. So just go to my Patreon channel, and I can't really tell you. I'm just saying, just go to my Patreon channel. And I'll let you know what the hell, because not everything that shows on the media is what it seems. They want to make it look like that Putin is the bad guy and Hitler's the bad guy. They want to make you think that because they're the bad guys. The people that own all the media television station network is the worst of the worst. Okay, and they're dying. That's why they're not showing you what's really, really going on. They're not showing you, man, they're not showing you how scared to death they are. That was the last war, was Russia. Russia's the last war. It's it. That's it. This is the last war. This is it. Now, after the last war, watch Werner von Braun. Werner von Braun. He's a. They say he's a German scientist, which he's mixed German, Jewish, whatever. He's the one that was said it's gonna be Russia is the last war. But then even Russia, after Russia, it's gonna be the alien war. That's us. Because they have to say alien, they can't say black war. Because then if they say black war, they're going to be like, well, who you talking about? Oh, well, we're talking about the black people in America. They're going to change and stuff, and they're just going to be really powerful. And you can't kill those people. Well, anyway, how that's going to pop off? It's going to pop off when Putin, Iran, and all of them get here. When we see them attacking our enemy, that's when everything will come online because people running for their life now. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of black people are going to be confused. A lot of them going to be killed because a lot of them who are coons don't know that they're the target. Because remember now, Putin know what black people is a coon or not
because they all know China because they're here. So they know, they can see our videos. They know who's a coon and who ain't. Every black person that's in the Senate, oh man, they are dead. They are deader than dead. Yeah, because they all on national TV and they are showing themselves as the senators, the black senators. Instead, they're the worst because they're the ones that stop you from getting reparations. That's why they didn't call out reparations, because the worst white people is with the worst black people in Congress, in the television station networks. Okay, so that's why I say to send the posters. You have to send the posters to the ones that got you fucked up, because if you don't, then you will be, the universe is watching you, because we're all on Truman. We're Truman. If you've seen Truman, watch Truman with the funny guy, Jim Carrey. Watch Truman, please, because they all looking at us. And if you have not done anything to help yourself get out of this, and you have to go through. And what I've been doing for like probably maybe, I'll say 20 years, I have been writing to all of the presidents, the senators, the mayors, the governors, because I didn't really know who actually got us fucked up. I didn't really know. Had I known, then I would have only been focused on the media.